I don't know about you, but lately I've been doing this often. Remembering some recipes from my childhood and stuff that I used to eat at home but have never made because it was mom's cooking. And mom, you never passed down these recipes to me. So today I am going to make Kotlety Mielone. Mom, did I say that right? I know you're watching. So the way that I would describe this, because you'll see at the end exactly what it is, but it's kind of like meatloaf meets a burger patty, and we're gonna put it in a delicious gravy as well. But there's just something really comforting about this dish. So let's just get started right away. I'm gonna go and get 1 pound of ground beef, mix in 1 egg, Worcestershire sauce, some pepper, some seasoning salt, breadcrumbs, and I'm gonna mix it all together. I'm gonna try not to overwork the meat. I don't want it to become too pasty. I still want texture in it, but I just need enough that everything mixes together. For 1 pound of ground beef, I am separating this into 4 equal portions, so they're nice, big, hefty kotlety. Loaves. Patties? Oh, patties, that's a good word for it. All right, now we're gonna go over to the frying pan, get some cooking oil on there, and get my pan nice and hot. I'm gonna cook all 4 in the same pan, and I'm just gonna give them a nice 3-minute cook or so on each side, and then take them off. They are not cooked in the middle yet, but that's good. I don't want that, because I don't wanna overcook them, and I wanna make the sauce next, and then add them back in. So just set them aside if you're making this at home, and let's go ahead and make that gravy sauce fun thing that goes with it. So your patties should have left you with a little bit of delicious flavor and grease in the bottom of that pan. Do not get rid of that. We're gonna add in 1 sliced onion in there, and then once those become a little bit translucent, I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of flour, some Worcestershire sauce as well, and I'm mixing and mixing. It's gonna look a little crumbly and pasty, and then I'm gonna add in what should be 1/3 of a cup of red wine. But I don't measure, I had a little bit left in the bottle, so it just all goes in there right now. Now the next step is to add in a little bit of beef stock. Now it depends how thin or thick you want this sauce and gravy and how much of it you want depending what you're serving it with. So I'm just gonna add in a little bit and stir and see how it goes. Plus, as it's cooking and bubbling, you're reducing a little bit of the moisture that's in there, and the flour that we added in the beginning is gonna help keep that thick. So just add a little bit. If it's too thick, add a little bit more and keep stirring. For a little bit of flavor, I'm gonna add 2 little dollops of tomato paste and mix that in there as well with the sauce, and just a little bit of fresh ground pepper because I like that peppery flavor. Now that I've got a great consistent sauce, my little patties go back in there, and I'm gonna cover to finish cooking the meat all the way through. Only about 5 or 6 minutes later, I'm gonna open that back up and just sort of spread all that sauce all around so that these patties are covered with this delicious gravy onion sauce. A couple more minutes of cooking, and then you are ready to go. When I think of gravies and sauces like that, mashed potatoes is a perfect accompaniment. So of course I love doing it with mashed potatoes, some garlic in there, and maybe a side salad. Or in Poland, we like to eat cucumber salad with a little bit of sour cream. A lovely little addition. That is a meal that I completely remember from my childhood. I've also eaten these patties with the gravy on rice or with some dumplings and noodles. So the options for pairing them with something else is totally up to you. Are you gonna try this recipe at home? I wanna know. Now this is definitely the first time I've made this dish, and to be honest, it is not the last. Thank you so much for visiting the Silly Kitchen. Till next time.